A lot of Black Americans stayed firm this year, refusing to be swayed by the marketing hype and continuing the boycott against big corporations. And after so many people had disappointing Black Friday experiences or deals that weren't really deals, plenty decided they weren't making the same mistake twice. Some of the shoppers who did give Cyber Monday a chance ended up being scammed or misled by fake discounts, showing once again that not every bargain is worth the click. So while the headlines say huge success, the reality is that more and more people are pushing back, questioning the numbers, questioning the system, and holding on to their money with intention. Before we jump into the clips, hit like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, did you shop or sit it out? Shout out to all the creators whose clips will be featured. We appreciate your voices and your perspectives. All right, let's roll the clips.
Please be aware of the scams and what is out there. Cyber Monday is one of the worst times to get scammed. I actually got scammed over the weekend. I fell for a trap that I didn't realize it was a trap until after the fact. But nevertheless, please be very, very careful. You don't want to get scammed out of a lot of money. Thank God it wasn't a whole lot of money and I was able to get it back.
Good morning, y'all. What? Ever since we decided that we ain't online shopping for real right now, we doing a blackout for all these corporations and stuff, I have been getting harassed all week about buying something. I got so many emails from Fashion Nova and text messages from Fashion Nova, as well as Shein, Gap, Foot Locker, Nike, Amazon, Kroger, which is insane because hell y'all doing at the grocery store. But since we said we ain't buying Nathaniels, y'all starting to harass people, and it ain't cute. Your begging ass.
I swear to God, if I see one more pop-up on my computer for wanting me to buy something for Cyber Monday, I am going to scream. I am trying to work. I am on my computer and I use a lot of internet-based websites and etc. Whether I'm doing SEO research, whether I'm writing, I'm going to be starting a Substack, whether it's my content management system I use. Why is every friggin' website telling me upgrade for Cyber Monday? Upgrade. I don't need to be upgrading. Basically, I pretty much use the free version of most things, and if I'm paying for something, I'm paying for the basic, because guess what? The basic supplies the needs I have. So stop getting me to spend money today. I am not doing it. I am boycotting Cyber Monday.
Happy Monday. Yeah, it's Cyber Monday. And what does that mean? Nothing, because we are still participating in the economic blackout. And as we are moving through this, I hope that you have survived and thrived and you stayed focused and you weren't bamboozled, hoodwinked, run amok by stores like Target that I saw online gave us swag bag that wasn't shit. And that's what you get for shopping at Target. But anyway, I hope that we will continue to take this stance and focus on supporting businesses that are for us and by us, focusing on businesses that have our best interests at heart, paying us living wages and health care and all of that good stuff that we should naturally have, right? It shouldn't be a debate or a negotiation, or we're not trying to support organizations that are skipping through the tulips with billions and billions of dollars to their C-suite leaders, and their employees receive SNAP benefits. make it make sense. Make it make sense. So if they can't make money, then they can't hoard the money. And I know it's going to be a challenge with those who need jobs, right? And that's where community comes into play. That's where we hire our own and we build businesses in our communities and we use our creative prowess to make that happen. So I want us to walk away from this economic blackout with some charges, some action items, some things to do to build our communities for us and by us. So let us not check the box like whiteness does, but let us dismantle the box and recreate or reinvent or even just co-create spaces that are for us and by us, that will honor who we are and honor our $1+ trillion buying power. Yeah. So let's keep doing the damn thing, y'all. I'm excited about this movement, and I hope that it will continue to bring us together on so many different levels.
So now all of these companies got rid of the Black Friday stickers and slapped a Cyber Monday sticker on there, looking to scam y'all again. But let's do a scam check. Let's do Amazon again, because why not? So they got rid of the Black Friday tab already and they changed it to Cyber Monday deals. So let's check this MacBook, 2025 MacBook that says the listing price is $1,000. They're going to give it to you for $750 at 25% off. Not too crazy to begin with, nothing to fight over or buy immediately. 25% off, waiting the entire year to get 25% off is crazy because you could have saved that 25% over the course of a year and just bought it at the listing price. But let's just check the scam check anyway. So again, the listing price was $1,000 and they're going to give it to you for $750 for Cyber Monday, and you're going to save 25% off. So let's scam check by checking the price history tab right here. Let's see how much it's cost over time. So in the last month, this MacBook hasn't even touched $1,000. In the last month, it's only been between $749 and $890, and it only hit $890 right here this one time, probably on 1 or 2 days. Outside of that, it has been ranging under $820 for the last month. So now let's check the last 3 months. In the last 3 months, so since September, the MacBook has never been $1,000. As you can see up here, the highest it's ever been is $899, maybe touching that 900-ish range. It's not $1,000. It hasn't been $1,000 since September, but that's what they're advertising. Matter of fact, what's even funnier is the fact that they're advertising that you can get it for $750 when it's been $750 for the last 2-3 weeks, and they spiked it up right here probably just to say that you're going to get a deal here. But it's been $750 over the last 2 to 3 weeks, yet they're saying that you're saving money for Cyber Monday. 25% to 6% is a big difference. Stop letting these companies scam you. Check the price history, do your research. That price has probably been that price the entire year. Okay, stop being fooled by the stickers.
See, in store, they make you feel like I said, you go there, you're the first person in line, maybe the 30th person in line, because the first 500 people are going to get a deal. No, they're going to bait you in by giving you a bunch of tiny little free shit that amounts to maybe $20. And then you're going to feel like you're going to go in the store and come out with nothing. So it's like, I have to buy something so I can feel like I'm getting something out of it. It's the same thing for Cyber Monday. You're going to see all of these pop-ups when you go into the website. Oh, I only intended to buy a computer or maybe a new stove. Well, now you're going to get like 35% off this, 40% off that. If you take a screenshot and then on Monday, go back to the website and see the price, you're going to see that they intentionally marked it up just to bring it back down so you can feel like you're getting a deal when you're really not. Stop engaging in these psychological tactics. Stop doing it, because they're baiting you in and you're falling for the bait every time. You're not getting a discount. I don't care if it's Ulta Beauty. I don't care if it's Bath and Body Works. I don't care if it's Old Navy. I don't care if it's Target. I don't care if it's Amazon, Best Buy. You're not getting a deal. They're just marking it up so you can feel like you're getting 67% off when you're really not. You're really not. You're paying, actually, if anything, you're paying a higher price for it now.
Shut down Cyber Monday to make the whole thing crash. Now, allegedly, these retailers are coming out early and saying that Black Friday sales were a hit and that online sales have hit a new high and they broke all types of records. Now, I'm going to give y'all the benefit of the doubt for the time being. Because remember last year, Target lied and said, oh, we're doing fine, we're doing amazing. Those official job numbers came out. Turns out they were lying. Cyber Monday is done. The deals are not dealing. The sales are not sailing. You already watched Target play in everybody's faces with the swag bags. You watched people on this app show you the prices in the stores are not discounted. It's MSRP. So what are you doing it for? Because it's your main personality trait? Is it because you're getting a boost of serotonin? Like my co-host Casey says, you need to seek therapy. The block party is still going, people. It's a week long. We got until Tuesday. So keep those wallets shut. Stay home if you can, and turn the TV off.
You know, the funny thing about boycotts is that they do not require 100% participation. I mean, that would be lovely, right? But it requires participation. And even when we had or started the Target boycott, there were people saying, oh, that's not going to work. Nothing's going to happen. And then we heard different months later. So people are already saying that this boycott, this mass blackout, was not successful. It's only been a few days, guys. It's only been a few days. Okay? We're not going to get microwaved results. And yeah, people are going to still shop. Again, we had Project 2025 put on paper for people to read, and they still voted a felon in the White House. So understand that we live in a country that people will vote against their own interests. Therefore, people are going to shop during the boycott. Even people who are going to be impacted by it are still going to shop at these corporations, are still going to participate in capitalism and consumerism. That's going to happen. But don't let that deter you from your boycott. Right? Don't. There's a certain percentage that we need to boycott for it to be effective, impactful. Okay? So yeah, you're going to see people in stores. They're going to shop. Okay? I know it would be great to walk into these stores and they're totally empty, the dramatic thing. But understand that there will always be people who will not participate. And all you got to do is look at the results of the last election, presidential election here. People knew, we told them, they had proof from the last term, and they still voted for him. So people are still going to shop, y'all. But don't be discouraged. The numbers will prove it. Give it some time, okay? Be well.
Hey y'all, so hope everybody had a good Monday, back to the grind this week. Wanted to point out that I know that we have a lot going on with boycotting, etc. Today was still a day that we're supposed to be boycotting. And I know a lot of people are getting discouraged because they keep seeing headlines like this, that spending was up, etc., etc. I think what we need to understand is they lie, okay? And they put this kind of stuff out to make us think things are one way when and they don't give you all the information, right? So spending is up and it gets people discouraged. And the whole point of this, it's a scheme that Todd came up with to come to us with the bullshit, because they do this so that people will start to say, well, what's the point of boycotting when people are shopping anyway? I might as well go shop. But what they don't tell you is, one, it's up because of tariffs. It's up because shit costs more. So that doesn't mean that people were still spending. That doesn't mean that people were buying in record numbers, because they do not take into account when they post this crap that we had 4 or 5% increases in tariffs. Things are more expensive. So of course, even if you get some people buying, if the items are more expensive, it's going to look like we spent more when people got less than what they got last year. But they don't tell you that in these articles because they want you to believe it's not working. Why? Because if you believe the boycott is not working and you consume, it only helps these corporations. It helps these people who are getting, these CEOs who are getting millions of dollars and their bonuses. You got to remember, it's the end of the year. Black Friday is called Black Friday because that's the day that these companies finally go into the black and make their money. So they want you to believe that it was so good that people will be like, well, forget it. I might as well go shop because the boycott's not working. They're lying. Another thing they don't point out is that a lot of this could be credit card sales. And while we know that people use their cards, we know that people right now are using their cards even more because people are in financial situations. People are struggling. So they're using credit cards to pay for things that they normally wouldn't use. I can guarantee you a lot of people put their Thanksgiving dinners on a credit card. For sure. Because people are struggling, especially if you look at all the people that weren't getting paid for a month, didn't get back pay. Those people are catching up on their bills. Do you really think that they had the money to go out and buy Thanksgiving food and they're still catching up on their bills that got behind because of the shutdown? Absolutely not. I can guarantee you most people, to be able to celebrate the holiday, we really shouldn't be celebrating, but that's a whole nother video. Goes to that video. But they literally probably use credit cards to pay for that stuff. And so they don't tell you that either. The reality is we will see what the numbers really look like when we can see their numbers at the end of the year. Because you got to remember, a lot of these large companies are publicly traded companies. Therefore, they have to release their numbers. And I don't know if y'all realize this or not, but a lot of times if you go to websites of publicly traded companies and you go all the way to the bottom of their page where they'll have like contact us and stuff, there's generally, if they're a publicly traded company, an investor relations section, and you can see, because they have to declare their money, right? And what they made, lost, etc. So you can see it on there. It'll be very interesting to see come January, because the quarter ends in December, what the numbers really look like, and if the sales were really where they think they were, and how it looks year over year based on previous numbers. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, they're lying.